I'm Erin Harrison, coming to you from the TMC newsroom at the Jacob Javits Center at the 5th Annual Cloud Expo. I'm here with Skyler Sypherd from 3Terra. Skyler, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Erin.
So I understand that 3Terra was just acquired by CA.
That's true.
So tell us about that.
So we have been in existence for 5 years as a company. We represent a product that's called AppLogic, and it is a meta operating system designed to allow individuals to be able to create a cloud with a single tool. So with one product, they can basically create their cloud and begin to immediately start building applications within that cloud. CA has an interest in us based on a couple of things. Primarily, one, their existing space, they work a lot within the mainframe space and are really looking to kind of leapfrog, if you will, into cloud. And there's a lot of advantages for them to deal with a company like us, and a lot of advantages for us dealing with them, because they're not hamstrung by some of the existing infrastructure that, say, an HP or a Cisco would be. Mm-hmm. Cloud is very revolutionary, not evolutionary. And so for us, we had the advantage of building a product from the ground up, and how it deals with storage and how it deals with networking is very unique. And the challenge of a lot of these larger organizations that are already very entrenched in how they deal with storage and how they deal with networking is they obviously can't throw out the baby with the bathwater and just simply start over. The advantage for somebody like CA is there are a lot of similarities between cloud and mainframe, in the sense that cloud is about, creating a large pool of resources. The difference that we like to say is cloud is a distributed mainframe, because it gives you that capability of being able to have a large block of resources, but also be able to distribute that out across multiple locations or multiple applications.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I understand 3Terra is also going to be announcing its App Store. Can you tell us about that?
That's true. So within our space, the way in which you actually build infrastructure is all graphically. So we kind of like to think about our product as being, to the data center, what object-oriented infrastructure is, or object-oriented architecture is to the development world. So within our space, you're literally, through drag and drop, able to build out an entire end-to-end infrastructure. You do that by utilizing what we call appliances. So there are server appliances, there are load balancer appliances. The App Store is an open market that allows any software vendor or hardware vendor to take their existing solution and simply roll it, or what we call wrapping it, into an appliance, and then allow anybody who's running an AppLogic grid to simply go online, go to the App Store, like they would, say, for the iPhone, simply purchase either an application or an appliance, and then download that to their grid. And then once they start running it on their grid, then we begin to meter it, and we basically just split the profits with whoever the vendor happens to be.
Okay, and what kind of company or what size company, I suppose, would best be served by this sort of product?
So the beauty of our product is it can really work on all levels of as a service, right? Everything from infrastructure as a service all the way up to software as a service, and any size organization. So when we first started, we were dealing with some small organizations who wanted a web presence, but they didn't want to own any servers. So with our product, they could go to our partners and they could be up and running within a couple of days, simply with drag and drop and building their end-to-end infrastructure. But our product is also very useful in the enterprise space, because a lot of these organizations are dealing with an excessive amount of server sprawl. Once virtualization came in, a lot of that server sprawl actually got worse instead of better, because now with server sprawl, if I had 5 physical machines, I could look and at least see that I had 5. With virtualization, those 5 could be hundreds underneath. With our product, because we deal with the application as one unit, you could have hundreds of servers all visually viewed as a single unit. And so it allows a management system where our customers tend to see about a 10x return. So for the number of administrators it would take to manage actual servers, you can manage hundreds of thousands of servers within our space with far less resources. So it becomes a very good cost saver.
Okay, I was going to say, actually, on that note, with the economy seemingly stabilizing, how does 3Terra sort of weigh in on that, on the economy?
Yeah, so the beauty of our product is there's some cost savings initially, in the sense of being able to say, okay, if you're using our product, you've created your infrastructure within our product, and now using that as its management tool instead of managing live infrastructure, you're going to see significant savings. But the other real advantage in terms of just efficiency and flexibility is once you've built out, say, an application, a multi-tiered application in our space, it becomes a single object. So just like a Word file or an Excel file, with a simple right click and a migrate, you could literally move that entire end-to-end infrastructure to anywhere in the world. So it provides a lot of flexibility if a company either wants to get their resources closer to a customer, or as we see it, data centers now, one of the most expensive things of a data center is the cost of power. So we start to see power becoming a commodity. So if the rates of power drop in Dubai compared to the United States, you may want to just pick up and move your entire infrastructure over to Dubai. Well, with our product, that's a simple right click, and you can migrate the entire end-to-end infrastructure. So all your servers, all your load balancers, your switches, and all the data that's tied to it. So it provides a lot of flexibility moving forward.
Okay, we are just a bit out of time, but before we wrap up, what are you hoping to achieve while you're here at Cloud Expo?
So there's a couple of things. One, of course, we want to get the word out, continue to get the word out about our product. This is the 4th year that we've been here, so most of the people are very familiar with us within this space. And then the second piece, to really start to engage at more of that enterprise level as we start moving forward with CA, and get the word out there that we're now part of the CA family, and that we're going to start integrating with a lot of their products and integrating with their marketing and their customer base. And so this just really provides us an opportunity to be able to evangelize that.
Okay, well, best of luck to you with the transition over to CA.
Thank you, Erin.
I've been speaking with Skyler Sypherd from 3Terra. I'm Erin Harrison at the Jacob Javits Center at the 5th Annual Cloud Expo.